What's up, everybody? Couch Mills here, coming at you with a brand new Valorant video. And in this video, we gotta break down what Shazam said about buying the sheriff and why you need to stop doing it. So we're gonna be playing a clip from Shazam from Sentinels, who's arguably one of the top 5 players in the entire world. And then we're gonna talk about everything that you need to know about when or when not to buy this weapon. So let's jump right in and let's play the clip right now where Shazam talks about the sheriff. Let's roll it.
It could be a Bevan.
Guys, there's this like
This
ranked misconception. Whoever decided to do this has been going through the waves of ranked, different ranks, everything. People keep doing this. Even some pro teams, no, quote unquote pro teams, have done this where they'll play a gun round with the sheriff.
One's close stairs.
Because they call it a bonus.
Could go back ropes.
Dude, if you can buy a gun,
Stay B man.
buy a gun. There's very little room for error in this game.
Nice.
You're only playing the 13. Ultimate stack, you know, the game is momentum based. Buy a gun and win the round that you're playing. Don't worry about the next round. Focus on the round you're in.
Put it on God.
No cap.
On God.
30 seconds left.
Stop buying a sheriff. Stop using a sheriff in a gun round, dude. You have to. What the fuck would you throw away a free round?
Now their economy is ruined.
Wow.
Come on,
Yes.
Whoever decided this bonus is, it just like, I don't know who decided this. Can you sell anything, Shuda? Can you sell anything, Shuda? Who decided this? Who taught people how to play like this? It's wrong.
Now, in order to understand specifically what Shazam is talking about, Shazam is talking about the rounds where you won that first pistol round and you're like, hey, I'm just gonna use a sheriff for that second round as a bonus. Or in your mind, you're like, hey, I don't need to buy a Spectre. I don't need to buy a rifle. I'll just use this sheriff that I already had from the previous round and I'm just gonna use it as an eco or a bonus so that I can probably win this round because I have a sheriff and I'm freaking awesome. So I'm just going to use it as a bonus. But the problem that you need to understand is that the sheriff is inherently a high-risk, high-reward weapon, a high RNG weapon, random number generator, which means there's a certain amount of randomness in the gun. What I mean by that is the enemy could play or attack you in a number of different ways. If they wide swing an angle and your crosshair's not perfect, if your mechanics are even a little bit off, there's so many different tiny things that can completely mess up a sheriff from getting a kill to not getting a kill. And when you are up in money, in economy, when you're in a buy round, whether you need to buy weapons like a Spectre as a team, or you need to be buying rifles as a team, consistent damage is the key to win advantage fights. You want a gun that is going to consistently perform every single time up against the enemy. And if the enemy only have pistols, right, and you run at them with like a Spectre, you're probably going to be able to get 1 to 3 kills very easily, very consistently. You have a really big magazine, you have the ability to run and gun, control your spray, you have a ton of bullets, and it's going to make it so you always win those rounds. And if you use a sheriff, there's a chance that you completely whiff your bullets. There's a chance that the enemy wide swings you or jumps on top of you. And there's a giant margin for error where you're essentially throwing your life away for free when you should have just bought that weapon. Real quick, please support the channel in one of 2 ways, either going to the GameLeap website down below or just smashing that like and subscribe. It really means a lot, but let's get back to the video. Now, in order to back up these claims, Shazam talks about how the game is momentum based and how you should be trying to win the round that you are on right now. Buy for the round, focus on winning it right now. Don't try to somehow win a round with a sheriff that you found on the ground or a sheriff that you can bonus with so that you can stack even more money, because if you try to do something like this, you actually risk throwing away a round that was going to be completely free, that was going to be 3,000 credits in the bank, and it's something that is not only plaguing the low ranks, but the high ranks and even some semi-pro matches according to Shazam, and it's a really bad thing to stop doing. Doesn't matter how good you are with the sheriff, doesn't mean you should be buying it in gun round. Now, a lot of you might be asking, okay, does that mean that we should never buy the sheriff? Well, there is one scenario where you should be buying the sheriff, and that is where you are legitimately trying to be on an eco round up against enemies with better guns against you, and you're buying it with the intent to still be able to buy in the preceding round even if you lose. Remember, high risk, high reward. So if you have a sheriff and the engagements go favorably for you, the way that you are playing up against something like a Vandal, you have the possibility to win that duel and the possibility to get a free Vandal and the possibility to actually get multiple kills and carry a round that you actually probably would have lost on paper, or you should have lost on paper, but the sheriff has that potential, right? But that's the high risk, high reward aspect of the gun, and you shouldn't be relying on that when you are already advantaged on paper, because then you're risking for no reason, and you're probably going to throw the round away for absolutely no reason as well. Now, if you want more in-depth advanced guides, go check out our GameLeap website down below, but I really hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for coming by. I love yo damn faces. Let me know if you agree down below, and I'll see y'all next time.